In a major shift that could bring Gaza one step closer to peace, at least temporary, Israel has submitted new map to mediators in Doha, showing a broader plan for withdrawing its troops from key areas in Gaza. Well, this is part of an ongoing negotiation for 60-day ceasefire deal with Hamas, and it's happening under mounting international pressure, specifically from the United States. Here is what's going on and why it matters. Until now, truce talks between Israel and Hamas hit a wall. A major sticking point was Israel's earlier proposal, a very limited troop pullback that would leave a heavy Israeli military presence in much of Gaza. Now, that version of the map didn't sit well with anybody, not with Hamas, not with Qatari mediators, and definitely not with the US, which is, by the way, playing a behind-the-scenes role in pushing for the deal. Reports say that the first map was flat-out rejected by both Qatar and the United States, who actually warned Israel that Hamas would never agree to a truce if the pullback was so minimal. In fact, sources say that the US, under US President Donald Trump, applied direct and intense pressure on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, specifically telling him, revise the plan or risk losing diplomatic support. And Netanyahu listened. In a move that signals how fragile and complex this ceasefire process really is, Israel quietly sent a second set of maps to the negotiation table in Doha. This new version shows a broader and more meaningful troop removal, though let me tell you, it's still being described as partial. The updated plan is tied to a 60-day truce, which would give both sides some time to regroup, negotiate, and ideally pave the way for more lasting calm. Well, this move isn't just a tactical move, it's a big political moment. Behind the scenes, the US is trying to walk a tightrope. On one hand, it continues to back Israel's right to defend itself. On the other hand, Washington knows that without real concessions, there will be no ceasefire, no hostages released, and no path to stability. Well, the revised map could give just some room to keep the negotiations alive. But there is still very much work in progress. Hamas has not yet formally responded to any new Israeli proposal, though early signs suggested that it is being taken more seriously than the last version. At the very same time, there are questions about how deep this withdrawal really goes. Will Israeli troops leave key strategic areas? Will the civilians in Gaza feel the difference on the ground? Well, only time will tell.